everyone, it's BDevine, and I hope you can see me. The camera is a little bit far back today, but that's okay. What I'm going to be working on, first of all, thank you guys for being here so much, and I am very, very happy to be with each and every one of you. And for subscribing to Divine Miracles, I can't even believe I've got one subscriber, let alone all you all. So today we're going to do some messages from our animal spirit guides. I haven't done this one for a while, so it's staring at me saying, come on. So let's see what comes through. And I do apologise. You know, sometimes my videos are just random. I do tend to make a whole lot of videos in one day, and then I can just like give you guys a whole lot of things to watch. And it also helps me if I can't exactly get there for any time, then I've got things in backup. So it's not in any order, if you know what I mean. Like, I just try to make them, like, I've started a whole lot of different things and I just try to make them to continue on, but upload them when I feel that they're ready to be uploaded. So that's how I do things. No particular order, but this is my channel, so can do it how I want, I guess. Alright, so messages from your animal spirit guides. So with this, what I actually do is just ask for a message for each one of us, something that is relevant for each one of us, and then I'll talk about it. So let's go. Oh, I ended up with two. So we got the cat. Alright, so it says on the card, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish over-dependency on others. So let's have a look. So this is talking about the domestic cat, of course. Alright, oh, A, B, C. Alright, so it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependency on others. It's so easy to slip into a comfortable dependency with anything or anyone, from simple dependencies that can be healthy and restorative like daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies such as an addiction. You may find yourself so totally hooked on another person that you lose yourself, always turning to that individual to either make decisions for you or to validate your own. This can apply to organizations and institutions as well. Those dependencies that you're most familiar with are most likely born out of habit rather than conscious choice. To make truly autonomous decisions, don't get caught up in the polarities of being dependent or independent. Instead, make those choices from a place where you maintain your own authority and power and accept 100% responsibility for those choices and their consequences. Now is the time to review the people and things upon which you are excessively and habitually dependent. Step back from them, identify the areas where you need to make some adjustments, and act accordingly. Practice setting boundaries, asking for what you want, and making decisions based on your own internal authority and autonomy. So this association with the cat, of course, independence, autonomy, curiosity, courage, unpredictability, perceptiveness, cleverness, resourcefulness, intuition, passion, sensuality, playfulness, adventurousness, stealth, charisma, and gracefulness. So these are all the energies that are coming through with the cat. And it is now time to just evaluate areas in your life where you are devoting too much of yourself to the cause of another, or too much of yourself you know, invested in how that person is feeling or what they're doing or what makes them happy. And I notice a lot of time in relationships, especially the women, not always women, but especially what I've seen at times, is they are trying to always please their partner or make them happy, or looking out for their interests before their own, and always putting them up on this pedestal and wearing themselves down to nothing. So if you are a giving person, you've also got to learn how to balance that by receiving and allowing yourself to receive. You don't always have to be the one that does absolutely everything for everybody. You don't always have to be the one that makes everybody happy, you know, and is doing your best to make everything steady. You can only ever be responsible for yourself. And so this cat comes up, you know, talking to us about having this independence within ourselves. and being strong within who we are, and not always giving ourselves over to everybody else or to their expectations of what they think that we should be doing and all those kinds of things, because it's just too hard. You know, we just get too caught up in these situations, and you know, we've always feel like we're chasing our tail, can never do enough, we don't feel like we're worthy enough for things to change in our life. And this could be reasons why some people go in towards some types of addictions, because they don't feel good enough for anything. They feel like all of their efforts are just wasted because nothing ever changes. They go worse and worse and worse. Oh, I know what will make me feel better. I'll pick up this or I'll pick up that, and I'll do this and I'll do that. But it only delays things. You know, whenever we get totally wasted or something, it's only delaying the inevitable that we have to deal with the next day, and also making us feel worse and not doing very good things to our body. So then we beat ourselves up about that situation. So if you find yourself always beating yourself up about the fact that you don't feel that you can do this or you can't do that, or this always goes wrong, or this is happening or that's happening, take the advice of the cat. And if you ever watch a cat, it is totally independent. Although we love it and it knows us and all those kinds of things, it can live without us. It sleeps all the time, like takes naps whenever it feels like it. It's always totally relaxed no matter what's going on. You know, you can drop it from a great height and it'll always land on its feet. Not that we want to do that, but you know what I mean. So these attributes of the cat, and charisma and poise and beauty and all of those things, we have within us. And it's time that we start looking at the self, evaluating why we feel the need to do so much for everybody else and nothing really much for ourselves. We never give back to ourselves. So really we don't love ourselves very much at all, or we don't care about ourselves, but we're expecting other people to do that. So you see how this can be a strain in your life that does not need to be there. So the cat is showing us independence, strength, and all those things, but also looking at the areas in our life where we are giving away too much to other people and flattening our own energy centers, not enabling us to heal, not enabling change to happen, and making us feel worse and worse and worse. So these things change mentally. You know, we have to get ourselves out of these situations, taking the care back towards ourselves, not putting up with abuse in any way, no way, you know, shape or form. And that's also talking about abuse towards ourselves. No bad talk about ourselves. Look in the mirror and think about the good things that you like about yourself, not always picking on yourself or wishing things would be different. Look in the mirror and love yourself for who you are. And from there, everything starts to change in your life. So I hope that you've enjoyed the message there of the cat, being playful as well, being loving, being loyal. All of those things come up when I think about the cat. Beautiful, they never forgot that they were queens or worshipped. So, you know, don't forget how special and how wonderful that you are. And this message comes up at a time in people's life where, you know, everything is rushing ahead so quickly. Everything has been moving full steam ahead. There's so much pressures on everybody's head. No matter who you are, there are pressures on your head. There are responsibilities on your back. But remembering that we can only ever be totally responsible for ourselves and how we live our life and where our mind goes and where our worries are lying. You know, we have to be responsible for all of those things. And other people can also take care of themselves. You don't have to do everything, and take some of your own power back. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope to make some more videos about the animals for you all. And until the next video, it's goodbye from me. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful week.